Hello again, and welcome to the finale for Big Brother 25. It was like drum roll. It was so tense. We didn't know what
Oh
was
my
going to
gosh.
happen. The finale. What will happen?
Paper,
yeah,
rock,
so
scissors.
it was just because he did it. He knew he could still beat him. Just like, I don't want to be out here cold, and I'm pretty sure I can still beat him, even if he gets all the way to the end. I can beat Bowie, and then I can beat him. Yeah.
I
Taking
got the
Matt was a
energy
big
that,
risk.
yeah, I felt like there was a really good chance of Matt winning it had he been able to not be the worst person in a final two ever with his speeches and his answers. Oh my God.
Oh,
He was awful. But let's first by
okay.
giving golf claps to Christy.
Yay!
Christy, you win what I like to call the Dave Gott Award for picking the winner on the first night.
You can't.
You fool! We've all three won it now. We've all three won it.
You got it with the replacement, though, didn't you?
No, for the millionth time, I picked Taylor day one. For the love of, I know that it sucks you had to share a win with me, but Xavier was yours. I picked Taylor.
You know what?
Picked Jag.
The thing with this pick was I picked not like I normally do. Normally I pick the person that I think is like the most like authentically unique person. That's who I like, right?
Just who you like, right?
Year, you know what? I'm gonna pick the one that I think looks like he could be physical, yet unassuming and not very like threatening.
So who did you see as the most authentically unique person? Because there are a couple candidates.
I think I would have picked Izzy.
Oh, okay. Izzy would be good. I think Red is another one.
No, you just look at them. You can look at certain people and go, "Oh, they're a wackadoodle. I can hang out with them." Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I adore Izzy. She is a hoot. So,
and I'm like, I can hang out with her. Who else? She might have been my only wackadoodle option this year.
I kind of was like,
Blue was authentic. She just
nah.
She was a wackadoodle.
She wasn't authentic. Are you talking about Blue?
I mean, she was like.
Are we talking about the same person? Are we talking about?
Izzy is authentic.
She was unique.
Blue, she was unique. Yes, but the problem with Blue, and I'm sorry, guys. We have some viewers that really, really love Blue, and I do like her, but I'm just saying that a lot of her personality is fabricated. It's created.
Yes.
She's a brand. She's a character. And that's fine. It's working for her. Go Blue. But that's not what I would consider to be the authentic, like,
no.
Let your free fly.
I really, I loved her video from home. Like, I loved getting to see what Blue is probably like when she's not putting on a performance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like with her sister and her mom's like video.
Oh yeah,
I think it was so cute. I love that.
I have no doubt that as just spending time with her, she's probably like super sweet, but obviously funny. She's quick with things, so I think she'd be, a really great person. I just think that she's promoting herself in her business or her brand. So
yeah,
and that's fine.
There's a lot of it. Yep, there's a lot of that. America was my favorite surprise of the season. She was the fact that she looks so, she does not fit the archetype of the adorable nerd girl, and I just adore it because it's like, see nerds, all shapes and sizes. I'm telling you, there's so much to personality.
She's beautiful, but she's also like cute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
she has like an innocence thing going a little bit.
Yes.
She wasn't that at all.
I mean, obviously, the girl next door, right?
Yeah.
America's Girl Next Door.
Yeah, and she would be like a blast to go to Comic-Con with, because she would know like at least 25% of what she was seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the kind of person you'd look at and say, "So say we all," and she'd turn to you and go, "So say
She'd
we
get
all."
it, right?
She'd know
Yeah.
exactly where you were going.
Or
with
even
it.
if she
Yeah.
didn't watch it, she would know the reference. She would go like,
Right.
"Oh, I didn't watch that show, but I hear it's pretty good," or whatever. Do you know what I mean? She would know what
Yeah.
you were talking about. I don't know. I was gonna age myself a little bit. Not that this show was on when I was alive. It was not. But she kind of reminds me of like a Gidget. She's this cute little. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that Sally Fieldsy. Maybe
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it. She has a Sally Fieldsness about her. She's just cute. She's funny. She's yeah, I don't know. She's a great person. I'm really glad that she was not what we would have thought she was.
No.
Did
No.
you both kind of hope? Because I did. In my heart, I hoped and I prayed that Corey would shave that fucking mustache
I did
off.
too. She's about to meet her folks. Come on, Corey.
She's the one who told him to grow it.
Is it
That's
because
why
she
he-
wants him? But
Yes,
here's the
it's all
He
his
looks
doing.
like a
It's
bad
all her doing.
'70s porn star.
okay.
Totally, but it's definitely her doing.
Listen, here's his thing. Sometimes a guy his age is like right there, really having a hard time looking less teenager and more adult.
Well, and if you
So-
try to grow facial hair at that age,
No,
it kicks you right back
sometimes-
into adolescence, right?
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it totally works. Sometimes I like, oh, because there's a guy I work with that when he has facial hair, he looks like a man, and he's in his 30s or maybe almost 30. But when he shaves clean shaven, he looks like a little boy.
Got the
And
baby
so I
face.
could see that could have helped him. But in Corey's case, it just is more glaringly obvious how
Yeah,
inadequate.
it's like this.
his-
The mustache was kind of the car salesman outfit, right? Like he put on the costume.
No.
Everybody was like, "Wait a minute,
No,
No,
who's this
You know what it
slime
is?
ball? We can't trust him."
no, I
totally
feel
slime
like
ball. But you know what he is? He's like the manager at the freaking KF. No, can't say that. The manager.
I actually
And
know
I swear that was totally by accident. I'm not specifically thinking of it.
he doesn't have a very good
Corey.
mustache either. But
Corey.
okay.
Corey. He's like the manager at the In-N-Out who thinks that he's like so important now that I'm a manager now. They're gonna respect me if I have a mustache.
yeah,
That's
right.
what it is.
Okay, full disclosure. When I was 20 years old and a freshman in college, or 19, I decided to grow a mustache. And
Because
it
why
was
not?
so bad because it grew everywhere but right in the middle. So it was so like, you know how Hitler had the mustache just
Right,
right,
I was gonna say
here?
it's the
I had
reverse
the exact
dictator.
opposite. I had like here,
The
but nothing
reverse
in the
dictator.
middle.
It's just like bald
Oh
right
my
there.
God.
Oh, it was awful. It's so
That's
bad.
weird.
And I'll have to see if I can find a picture and share it on our page. Because
Oh my gosh.
it was, I mean, like when I see pictures of it now, I cringe. There aren't too many.
Yeah. In the 90s, I don't know if you remember this, but sideburns became a real big thing in the 90s. Lots
Yeah,
of
it
people
was.
had big old chops again.
Yep.
No, but
Yep.
by the 90s,
Those pictures will
I was
come back.
beyond that.
Just watch.
They'll be in fashion again soon. If you've been into any retail store, the 90s is back in a full fantastic way. Those chops are
They
coming
are,
back
yep.
with it.
Yep.
Is everything
flare
coming back
jeans
like the
back.
music? Is somebody
Maybe.
going to walk 500 miles?
Wait, are we gonna have no? Are we gonna get like rock again, like grungy rock again? Because that'd
There's
be.
no
Yeah.
rock is dead. There is no more rock anymore.
I don't even know what those top 40 stations are now.
I
And
know,
I-
right?
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
Anyway.
there's no new rock and roll. Forget about it. Like,
I know,
like
but
Green
they're-
Day is the most modern rock and roll.
But the
there is.
craziest thing is the youth of today, they still like rock. They are still listening to rock. They're listening to our rock. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
And they're
So the-
buying their t-shirts at
Yeah.
retail
Yep.
outlets
I
across
finally had to
America.
quit. I'm listening to country now because I just couldn't stand the classic rock anymore. It's like if I have to listen to this
I just
same
get
Rolling
just
Stones
alter
song-
it.
Closer
You just
to
alter it.
disowning you.
David,
Stop
you just
that.
have to curate it. You have to like either go like 60s, 70s rock, 80s rock, 90s rock.
Yep.
You have to like split it up. That way it doesn't
Yep.
get so samey.
So true.
You
B-sides
jump
only.
the
baby.
genre.
Yep.
Anyway.
And that's our tangent that we sum up as
So-
Corey's mustache.
So
Ah!
So I have
yes.
no idea why Bean is talking about my first time, but yes, I remember it. But it was a long time ago.
The first time you were in love is what he's
Oh,
talking.
I think that's what they.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm going to go with.
I
That's probably
really
why you grew
glad,
that stupid mustache, David.
probably.
Some girl probably
No, I'm
said she
sure I grew
liked a
the mustache
mustache.
to try to get into a bar. I'm sure that was my thing.
That was actually pretty smart, but it probably just no, that didn't work. So
Promise
yeah,
didn't
end of the season, 100 days, and there are still a few of these players that we actually still like. Corey and America being them. So
It was a really fun jury group, right? Like
What's the approved acronym for, or the approved mush name for them?
Core America,
No, I think it's AmeriCorps.
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 Oh, Christy
Oh,
went with the
so
wrong
many-
one.
I
So
have no
many
idea. I
props.
don't-
So many props to
To
Corey's
be fair,
dad.
you guys have probably
was
seen
it
it
Corey's?
written.
Was it Corey's dad that said it's the correct term is AmeriCorps? Like
Well, where did he say that on Twitter? That's what I'm saying. You guys have probably
no,
seen
the
it written.
AmeriCorps. He said
It's
it on
not
their
Twitter,
video.
It's called X now.
Yes,
Whatever.
not
Listen.
not in my brain. No, they said it to them. They said it to them on their messages from home. That the correct term
Okay.
is AmeriCorps. They corrected
Okay.
them publicly. Publicly.
Okay, Bean is requesting
Wait.
a
So I have to
prediction
understand. Okay,
from
we're
all
going.
of
We can.
us.
Three of us will each make predictions. Is this like closest without going over?
If you go over, you lose.
Right? Because they're
It's Big Brother rules.
I don't know, when does he have to move back into his dorms?
Ah!
Probably then. However long that is. Maybe a
So
month
next-
or two after that. It's either going to be right before that clean break or messy a month or two after that.
Well, you got to
But
put
friends.
a number on it. If we're going to do predictions, you got to throw a
No,
number.
I
don't know
think.
what he's going to have to go back in the fall semester, right?
Yeah, I would say
Spring.
fall.
No,
Yeah.
I would imagine
fall?
he's going back in the spring.
Oh, he's
Why
going to do
would
a
he take
spring.
the
Going back
spring?
in
You
the
think
spring.
he'll rush
semester,
right
no?
to it?
Yeah.
I bet you he'll take after all of this time in the house. I bet you he'll take some time off for
Because
himself.
when
but-
you're that age and you're at the school, well, he's at a good school, right?
Yeah.
So he's going.
Mm.
Okay, spring semester, springtime. I don't know.
Because his
whenever
parents
it
are already
happens.
pissed that he took
I
a
think
semester off to
they'll
be on
make
the
it through
show.
the holidays. I think they'll make it through the spring. You know what? I'm gonna say next fall. Honestly.
All right, yeah.
So how many
I feel like
months?
they need to do like one
This is
reality.
like nailing Jello to a wall. How many months, Christy?
Oh, sorry. Wait, how are we counting? Are we counting from tonight or
From
the
tonight,
start of Big
from
Brother?
Tonight.
From
Okay, from
tonight.
tonight. So what's that? 11 months? 11 months. I'll say
Okay.
October of next year. 11 months.
I'm going
Jamie?
to say 7 months
Oh, good.
because I feel like they're going to have to do a few of the reality show, circuit, the circuit shows, the appearances. They're going to do a bunch of
Yeah.
them together.
Yeah, they
7
gotta parlay this into something, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say 14 months because I believe they will be invited to be on the Amazing Race next year, and therefore
I
they
was
have to be
thinking
together.
that, but what does
That's
that
true.
does that make it 14
It,
months?
well, that would go on. Yeah, about. By the time
Like
it
they would
airs,
stay together through that airing. Is
Yeah,
what
they're
you
not
mean.
even going to break up until after it airs.
Okay. So
and
wait,
it's
so
airing
for-
now.
I
So
don't
14
know.
months-
It's hard to say because the age difference, it's not the age so much, it's just where they are in life. That difference might complicate things.
but isn't she working as a receptionist right now? Didn't she say?
Yeah.
So she's clearly already trying to figure some things out. So it
Yeah.
doesn't look like she's in her career. So maybe she moves to be closer to him or something. She doesn't have anything tying her down. You never know. Love finds a way. It
But
just
I'll
does.
tell you what, regardless of what my predictions are, what I hope for is that this is a solid group and they stick it out and they remain together because
Yeah.
they're adorable and how can you not like that?
So you guys were kind of not turning. You guys were illuminated to some things with Jag and Matt a couple weeks ago. Has that tapered off, or how is that still being perceived in the Twitter universe?
The thing with Matt actually got, for me, the stuff with Matt increased.
Oh,
Like somebody actually did a tally, and in the two weeks since AmeriCorey's left the house, it was something like he mentioned her like 163 times. It's weird. He kind of became the new Cam. It was very strange. I don't know. And then Jag, I'd say with Jag, I mean, it wasn't exciting anymore or anything like that, but Jag at least owned his place as a villain tonight.
yes.
So
Those
that
are
does give
Okay.
me much more respect for his moves, because he did say, I've got your blood all over
Oh,
my hands.
and I thought like, wow, he's really leaning into it, and that's kind of good. So
We're all here because I willed it.
yeah, every time that was like, oh no, there was no leader. We did this together, and Jag's like, there absolutely was a leader, and it was me. Let me tell you why. In my 10-step plan, and he like
think
laid
the
it
Jag
out.
the Jag stuff, yeah, I'm not so negative on him. It's not a really exciting win.
No.
He's got
Why-
money in his life. It's not like the money isn't life changing. I think the win is life changing because it
Yeah.
will, put him in a different direction, be able to do lots of other things. But we watch a lot of shows where people that have money still are fan favorites. That's not a problem.
Sure.
But
Do
he
you know,
owned it. I like
Jamie-
him a little better.
Jamie, do you know why Andy Heron said that Matt hates women?
Yeah, because
is there like
he-
a thing
I told-
going on?
he-
I couldn't
yeah,
figure
because
out what that was about.
he became the new Cam, and he talked a lot about how blonde girls are for dating and brunettes are for marrying, and he quotes Andrew Tate a lot. And like he's just got that.
Do you think like Riley and him didn't work out, and that's why?
No, they're not going to work out. Like
Well,
it's.
clearly
I
not.
honestly, if I were to boil
He doesn't
it
even
down
know
with
him clearly.
my zero education other than life, psychological education, I kind of think Matt always had a thing for America, and that was it.
Sorry, that was super funny. That was super funny.
And a little gross, and just a little gross.
But it was hilarious because it was like zing. But there was like I don't know, it was funny. But clearly
But
he
I'm
didn't
sorry, but
understand the
okay,
question.
but can I point this out? Who else said that when he got evicted from the house? And she said, "Oh, there's some people who are related."
Oh, Cam?
Cam
No.
said it.
Cam did?
He didn't say. She didn't say that. No, she didn't tell him they. No, it was Red. Was it Red? Somebody said.
Somebody's related.
This is
Okay.
the second person that said it's American
Okay.
Corey. What's wrong with these people?
Okay, hold on a second. So they're always together laying in the hammock.
And kissing.
But are they always kissing when people can see them, or the cameras can see them?
People have seen them. Yes. Yes, it's known that they are. It's not like a rumor.
And
like
I think
they're in
the
room
activity
together.
that was going on in the bedroom was pretty well known.
But did other people see that? Is
Yes.
what I'm saying. So maybe
Yes,
they just thought the
And
showman
America
was,
was like
that
Well,
they were
they, knew the
siblings.
they knew the condoms were missing. They were talking about that.
when
Oh,
Corey
Jesus,
left.
Yeah. Ugh.
When Corey left the game,
Okay,
America
never
told
mind.
Matt and Jag, like, oh, he said I love you, and I said I love you back, and
Which you could say to your sibling.
it's true. But I'm sorry, but the
You would.
making out, they all saw it. They know.
Okay, if that's the case, then that's
Yeah.
gross. I was thinking
And maybe
they
it might
were
have been
trying to
Red.
figure out like, was
It might-
that really a showmance, or they just couldn't cover for themselves, so they were going to always be talking. So we'll just put up a fake showmance so that
Yeah, no, it's. But
there's a
but
reason
that's-
why we're together.
But that's what I mean about the weirdness that this
that's
group
weird.
of dudes had about America and Corey. Like they were all so pissed off at this little nerdy dork.
Oh, they
got
just
the hot
couldn't.
girl.
They just couldn't logic it out. The math, they couldn't math it.
The only one who genuinely didn't seem to give a rat's ass about it in the long game was Jag. Like he would
Well-
join in on some of the shit talking, but it was never like, oh my god, I can't believe Corey got hurt.
Also Heisem, but probably because he was gay and didn't have.
Yeah,
a
but
thing with America.
Heisem was gone already. He didn't even have a say
Well,
in it.
I mean, I
Yeah,
get
but I
like
think the other
teasing
ones
them.
all kind of had a thing for her,
Mhm.
and I think that's what you were seeing.
Yep.
They're
Well, apparently
Um,
Cam did, and Cam is creepy as fuck. And I do not understand
I don't
did
what
understand
you
the
either.
hell America was thinking. I mean, America, like America, not America.
Like the country,
like,
not the singular person.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, like,
The
Again,
collective.
this is the power of the casuals. Far more people who are casual viewers who only watch the edited version of the show
Yep.
watch
Yep.
it
What a
than the
difference.
people who watch the
this is
feed.
Facebook
That should tell.
versus
That should.
Twitter. This
And
is
Right.
the
I'm going to tell
Facebook
you guys
fans
something.
versus the Twitter fans.
I'm going to
'Cause the
tell you
Twitter
guys
fans
something.
hate
Twitter,
Cameron, don't they?
yeah, because they watch the feeds.
Right.
So, but here's another thing that's an interesting situation. And was kind of funny all on its own. But this year's voting, you could actually put in any email you wanted and see how they voted. And you
Really?
could make up any
Oh.
email you wanted. You could steal
Oh.
other people's emails. So
Oh.
there
Well,
is
if I would have known that, I would have had Dan vote for like Luke.
Bowie
there's a
Jane.
lot of people. There was a lot of people that were like talking about this on Twitter about like,
Oh,
oh my
so
god,
they think it was
so-and-so
rigged.
voted this way. Mary Ann from Survivor, like she was laughing because like somebody used her email to like, I mean, yeah. So
So are
they
we
shouldn't
thinking
have-
then
shouldn't
that
have been Cam.
the Cam fans like rigged it or something?
No, I think that CBS is full of baloney.
But what's in it for CBS to make the edited
Because
version
Because
so
the two
different
top,
from the live feeds?
because Grodner is evil.
No, but no,
Because she's evil. She loves her blonde, curly-haired boys. She loves the preppy kid showmances. You know, do you recognize how much we have talked about AmeriCorey? Just hear us. How
Yeah.
it's 99% of the Corey's name was one of the top trending things for this entire 100. He was trending for this entire time.
Oh no,
That's how
super
popular
great guy.
But look
Super
at how
strategic player. Yeah,
very
great guy.
little got into the edit, but they brought back and they tried to force feed a showmance with Matt and Riley,
And
who was
Riley.
gone in the second week, and she got to write an HOH letter to him.
Yeah. She doesn't even know him.
What
the
in
time
the
that they
world?
Spent in the game together, getting to know each other, whatever that was with the veil of I'm playing a game and I'm watching my P's and Q's
You
and I'm
think
trying to manipulate people.
Do you think she's bothered by the weight gain? Because seriously, that dude is like a doughboy compared to first week.
He really
In 100
did
days,
a lot.
I bet he's up 20 pounds.
But you want to know what's interesting is that look at Corey.
I mean, his face
Corey
is like
lost so much weight when he was in the house because he was so stressed out.
Oh, you just couldn't. Oh well.
If you look at his picture, like his first day, like shots from his first day going before he went into the house versus where he was in the house. And now look at him in these jury segments. It's like,
Well, but I just figured he was
Oh,
just
look,
getting a lot
he's
more
chilled out.
exercise than he normally used to.
oh, he was stressing out. That's why he was like, he was really upset that his game was over, but he was telling the camera, like, I'm kind of low key happy about this because this has been miserable. I'm so stressed out. I haven't slept for weeks and weeks, and I just need my brain to stop.
Maybe Riley, maybe because she's been watching along, she's been able to. She's seen him slowly change, and you don't realize that. Honestly, it must not be something that I pay attention to. I didn't notice that he'd gained a lot. It's just he looks.
Oh no! If you look at a picture,
Sorry,
you look
David.
at
I'm
pictures-
sure. I
Yeah.
don't doubt you. That's usually not something that I
I mean,
notice. Maybe she didn't notice it either.
He was one of those people week one where
It's-
I went, boy, he's a really attractive dude. And
It's
then by
not
the
body.
last week, it's
I
like
did not.
he's
It's-
like puffy.
He's puffy. He looks puffy.
Well, he's probably not on his training diet because
for sure.
and he's not training. And if he was
No,
training,
there's no question. I'm just saying there's a
Yeah.
marked physical
definitely
difference
a
where I
difference.
don't
I think
see that
anybody
with
who
any
was
of the
in,
other
like-
players as much.
yeah.
And
But I think that would be anybody who had gone from a
I mean,
like a
100
regimented
days is
training
over,
schedule
is
into the
over
house.
a quarter of a year. I mean, it's a long time.
Oh yeah, it's a long time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's talk about
And
that. The 100-day season, yay or nay?
nay.
Not the way they're editing it. The
No.
way they're
If
editing
it was
it,
an honest editing, yes.
there'd be more to see. So it would
Yes.
keep you interested. But the way they edit it to make it so formulaic to fit this mold that they already have, it loses any luster. It gets boring. Not boring. It gets
Boring.
not as engaging
Yeah.
for sure.
No.
So
No, I tend to agree that the 100 days felt long here at the
Yeah.
end. But I will point out, you could have played freaking New Survivor almost 4 times.
Yeah, I feel
Which
like they
just goes
need
to
to,
show how ridiculously short New Survivor is. Fuck
it's
you, Jeff.
stupidly
I
short.
feel like,
In
yeah,
case
I
anyone
feel like
doesn't know
it
how I
was
feel about that.
it's something that got asked in the other podcast. Why is Big Brother so long this year and Survivor's so short? And it's so
They're like,
weird.
wait, you're still
Wait.
doing it? That's still on? What?
It's still on. It's never ending. You want to know one of the reasons, as maybe it's petty, maybe it's not. One of the reasons why this very long season I don't like is because Jag got all these comp wins, veto wins, HOH wins, whatever, right? Great,
Mhm.
good on him. However, now everyone's saying, "Oh, he broke this record. Now
Right.
he's the record
They're
holder."
not real
No,
records.
He's not the record holder because he was in here almost twice as long as the other people.
Wait, though. It's always been the same number of contestants and the same number of HOHs and the same number of vetoes.
How does that work if there's 100 days? That's not like
There
that's
were
not,
more.
How
There
many
were
how many non-elimination weeks did we have?
one.
1. And how many do we normally have? 1. So it's no different. They just spread it out longer.
How did they?
Remember that gap like after Heisem left when it was like 3 weeks and no one left?
Yeah, that's true because Jag got to stay in.
Right, because Jag came back. Right.
But for that to work
They
out
did
and
that with
even out,
Taylor last year too. Like that happened last year too.
the math would have to be that there would have to be more players at the start of the season for 100 for
Yeah.
it statistically to still have the same competitive ratios.
It just doesn't feel like you can't compare. Like, great, he won all these competitions. He did great. One can argue about who he was competing about or who was throwing, but none of that really matters on a
Yeah.
resume,
Yeah.
you know? But the amount, the game isn't.
No, I agree with you. Any records that were made this year would have to have an asterisk.
Yes,
Because
yes.
it's not,
Again,
it's not
the
fair.
number of HOHs remains the same. The number of vetoes remain the same. So why does that get an asterisk? Just because there's more days in the game?
I don't think there were. I think you'd be wrong. If we go back and look at competitions, I think there were definitely more competitions.
Okay, stat people, figure it out and prove me
Somebody
wrong.
bring me the stats.
Well, they did that. They did the.
I am not a math genius. I'm no
They-
Bowie Jane with my
You
number
know what?
guy.
You know what? I'll ask Mike Bloom, and he'll have somebody figure it out.
He probably already knows. He knows it already. He's got all the stats.
He's got it.
Bean
He's the
correctly
best.
points out that I'm not going to be invited to Jeff Probst's house for
Well,
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
It's true. I
Probably
mean,
crappy pizza.
to be fair, Jeff's probably not
Yeah,
invited.
well,
to his
exactly. Who
house
really
for
watched
Thanksgiving
the crappy pizza at Old
Yeah, it's
Chicken?
a crappy pizza.
Yeah, where they serve cold pizza and
Right.
fly-ridden sandwiches. No, thank
And
you.
flat
Yeah,
beer.
right.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks a lot.
The whole time while you're eating, he'll go, "What's the emotion right now? What are you
The
feeling?
emotion is I wish you would have, sprung
Do you
for
have some
warm
sort of
pizza.
Do you have some sort of analogy that would sum this up? I need an analogy, preferably something that involves Jaws. Thank you.
Life
Dave,
is
you
like
gotta dig in and
pizza
eat
crust.
that pizza. Eat that pizza.
This is how we do it.
Oh my gosh, that's how we do it on Survivor. The amount of times.
Okay,
Woo!
let's
I mean,
let's circle back and let's talk about the episode a little bit. And can we talk about the final speeches and whether or not we like who won? No, because
You mean
I think,
Big
well, I
Brother?
think we've just kind of been going all over the place, and I think
Okay,
we
sure,
should
sure,
talk
sure, sure.
about talk
Sure.
about the episode
for
at
it.
least a little, and
Go for it.
really,
I've
Sure.
I've
No, we
prepped my
talked about it.
eye
We talked about
They've
the
had a rest.
Yeah.
and really, the
Ready for it.
comps were kind of not non-events. I mean, well, maybe it's because I knew who won the first two going into the night.
Mm.
That's true. I'm gonna be real honest. I'm gonna be real candid. I didn't pay attention. I didn't look up at the TV.
You
a
were
whole
just
lot.
kind of like, meh.
Yeah, I'm like,
meh.
yeah,
It's
meh.
more the things they're saying than how
Yeah,
they come to at
yeah,
this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one thing I thought. I thought Jag gave a compelling speech. Now, a good friend of mine, the person who actually started me watching Survivor, hated his speech. Said it was arrogant, and
It
that
was.
But
and-
he
and-
did it with that smile. He knew he was being arrogant. You just, I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
like he believed his own. He
But-
did, but the
There's
way he.
alumni out there that were tweeting like, "Ooh, he might not win his game." This is a lot of Paul energy. Like this ego. This is really high
No.
ego. You
But
know,
he
so
was
No,
there's-
I think he did the right thing. He had to dare
I
him
agree.
not to give it to him.
I agree.
And we lost Christy.
She's so mad. She's out of here. Don't you talk bad about my winners? She said.
But I think that at the end of the day, he missed the one thing he should have said. And
What
when
happened?
they asked him, okay, Matt saved you, what do you have to say? He should have said, I saved Matt at 4, I saved Matt at 3. He saved me once, I saved him twice. I could have thrown him out twice and chose not to. That was the retort, and I don't know why he didn't say that.
Or if he had known, which he didn't, I guess he didn't really truly know, but wouldn't it have been better if he could say, Matt didn't save me, Suri did? Because Suri convinced Matt to use that power. Matt did not do that on his own.
I don't think he
But
knows.
does Jag know that?
No, I don't think he'd actually got
No.
the full rundown.
Yeah.
And and then really my biggest disappointment with the voting was Suri. Because she absolutely
Yeah.
voted with her heart, and she didn't vote
Yeah.
for the best game player. There's
She
no
didn't.
way.
And I thought with
That
her
she
experience,
said that she was going to vote for the person that was most loyal to her. And that is Suri's game from Survivor to Traitors to Big Brother.
Okay,
That
well,
is
Traitors,
Suri,
she was
100%. That's
given
her-
the win. The guy
but-
went,
right.
oh, I
But
quit.
that's her brand. Every
Yeah.
single person that's played against Suri said the reason why she can win is because everyone thinks she's loyal to them. Loyalty is her brand. So that
but she's
actually
testing everybody's loyalty to her.
But you can't
right?
be loyal to everyone if you're loyal to no one. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
yes, but
In
Right.
other
she
words, if
but
everyone
there was-
thinks she's loyal, she's only loyal to, she can only be loyal to one, right?
there were a few times where they would stop and they would question something with Matt, and they'd always go back to, no, we can count on him. And continuously, that was the case all the way up until the end. However, I do find it a little bit strange that Corey was constantly the one that took the hit for Jared getting out. And it was his HOH, but it wouldn't have happened if Matt hadn't used the veto. Matt
Mhm.
knew Jared was going out and he used that veto. So
That's very true. But I think Corey's reaction to Jared being related to Suri, he was like, and I thought I could work with her.
Of course. It
After he
also
left. Am I a moron?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So clearly he wanted him gone. I mean, he had as much as admitted it by that reaction.
yeah. But I love the whole like run down. You could see the lights flickering back there in his brain, like running out every scenario of like, oh my God, that's how I ended up here.
Yeah.
Did
It was good fun.
Did you like the look on Matt's face? He was just like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he couldn't even.
And you know what? I'm sorry. I have to call a little BS on this because they literally look alike. How did no one see
They're
that?
wearing
Well, that's what
the
Izzy
same
said.
human face. Like
They have
they
the
look
same face
like twins.
and they have mannerisms, like facial
Mhm.
expressions, like the way they roll their eyes and stuff.
Yep.
It's like, how would you not be like, oh, you remind me of
Well,
someone?
and
Wait.
they also use the same language often, as you would. Right?
as like people
I
who
know.
live together would do. Yep.
right.
He immediately was like, oh, you remind me of my aunties. I'm going to call you Mama Sri because he had to cover his butt because at some point he was going to call her Mama.
Yep. It's gonna be really funny, and I'm sure it was really funny to the people who had left the game pre-jury. Maybe funny is not the right word, but to watch the season and watch these little moments unfold, like when Suri is telling Jared, like, you need to not be so messy. You need to clean it up and shut up, and
Ooh,
Did
wait
you
till she
see
gets
how
to see all
mad she was when she was told he told Blue?
he had told Blue.
She was pissed.
yep.
And wait
But
till
to
she
Blue's
sees all the
credit,
tapes
she
and she
told
sees
no
how
one.
messy he really was. She's
Yep.
gonna be super mad. Don't you think?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But you want to know what? During the jury
It's not
segment
embarrassing.
of the last episode, of when she came into, when she had her interview, when she was evicted, she did say to Julie that my game was much more complicated because of
Because
Jared.
yep.
Suri might have won without Jared in the house.
I
But here's the
agree.
deal. So she's a reality TV star, right? The one of these competitions, a Survivor star. Already she had a target on her back coming in. Why would she take the double whammy of then being there with her son too? I think she thought that would
Because
be
I think her son wanted to get on, and the only reason they would take him was with
That's
her.
what I think too.
Yep.
I
But
think
maybe,
it was a
but
real
maybe they
deal.
pitched
So
it
the
to her
offer
like,
was, "We'll take your son if you come too."
maybe they pitched it to her like, well, no one will trust you, but at least you'll have Jared there looking after you. I don't know. That's like, but oh man, it would have been great to see her play without
I
him.
can't believe that stayed secret through the entire season.
I can't either.
I
That
mean,
is surprising.
it's like they had a special place where they hid it.
It's like
What would we
only
call
Izzy
that
could
place?
see it.
What would we call that place, Christy?
Oh,
where
it's
they hid it, where nobody
Julie's
would know.
Nether region. Yeah. And I'm gonna say right now, for Christmas, there can be no Nether region.
Oh my
That's just
god.
not right.
Well, is Christmas going to be on? Because then it'll be Christmas's nether region.
If Christmas is on,
Oh, I bet you she
yes,
comes
I'm
on this
gonna-
show. But you
let's
can't
hope
have
not.
Christmas.
Let's hope
Can't have
not.
reindeer games without Christmas.
Yes, we can. Yeah, we can.
Not okay, Jamie. Not a fan of Christmas.
Not in any way, shape, or form. Not in or out of the game. Thank you very much. And I said that.
Definitely a villain. So yeah, so Big Brother reindeer games. Yeah.
I assume we're going to be forced to podcast this.
Duh. We have
I
to.
mean,
I wonder if I can make like the Big Brother logo all red.
You're just gonna make it
Ooh.
Christmassy.
I
and you're
think
gonna
that
make it jingle
I'm
jingle.
gonna wear a Santa hat on the Christmas episode.
it's gonna be like how the challenges, right? Kind of like
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
I think we need to expect the unexpected.
it's gonna be like no.
Yes. The
Look,
show
9
full of
days.
surprises.
9 days.
In a world where Julie embraces the Chenbot name enough that she lets that comic be put on, I don't know what
That's
to
true.
expect.
Yeah.
I mean, not only did she actually was mindful enough that people were calling her that,
but she smiled about it. Like
she liked the joke enough that she let him use it. And I give
yeah,
her a
but
lot of
how
credit
many
for that.
years has it taken for her to get a sense of humor about it? They've been calling it right.
Listen, AI has
She's at
improved.
25. She's got a sense of humor now, guys.
Her AI chip has been upgraded.
It's because she got that upgrade and the God upgrade because
There you go. Let's talk about Julie. You know what she did in finale night? She dressed spectacularly. She looked awesome.
I
She
didn't
did.
take notes.
Her hair was
it was
gorgeous.
like some sort of a brocade fabric
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
it
like
was
a
very
spaghetti strap, like straight.
some silvery gold. You
Yeah,
I'm
know.
feeling such a failure right now.
And a
'cause I
great
really
big
didn't
cross,
notice.
a great big crucifix.
I would say it's her winning outfit of the season. I think.
Wow, and
think it was
I
really-
just missed it.
Sari looked amazing.
Did she not? I agree.
In yellow,
I
she looked
Had a
absolutely.
dress for a finale. That woman
Yeah.
certainly does.
Yeah.
I thought that Felicia looked awesome. I loved her outfit and
I
her
loved her big glasses.
Do you think
Super
like I think
Why
like
did she have
Nicole is
those
going to
inside the house?
follow Taylor and be a TV personality because she just has the face for it.
Felicia.
No, Miko.
Oh well, isn't she does she does
Oh.
like politics and stuff?
No, and I get that, but I'm just
Now
saying
she'll do
that,
the political shows.
Taylor's now on what Entertainment Tonight.
Entertainment
or-
Tonight.
because she knows how to she knows how to interview. I mean, like she really knows. We'd have to see how Nicole does with interviewing.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you like when Heisem said, "If I knew what she did, I would have aligned with her right away,
Yes,
and we would have
of
won the
course.
game." And you know what? Those two together, because she was instrumental in him going home, as I recall, because she didn't
Yeah.
like it, right?
But if he had known her profession and she had known his, they'd have been like,
Right.
all right. That's interesting. What did you think about Bowie Jean's reveal and their shock of her being an attorney and 45?
I think they already kind of. I don't feel like they were that surprised. I mean, a little bit with the attorney thing, but
Well,
it,
except
it
for Cameron,
Tam
who
had
figured
guessed
it
she was
out.
an attorney.
yeah. But I mean, when I think it might have been during the pressure cooker competition. I can't remember it because that was like 7 years ago. When they were all sitting and watching,
Waiting for it to get done
I
forever.
think that was one of the discussions, when they were talking that when F and Bowie Jane was born. So yeah, and also Mallory Ball, not Bowie Jane.
Is it Mallory? I thought it was
Mallory.
Miranda.
You sent
I
it
don't
to
know.
us.
I'm pretty sure I emailed it to you, or I didn't
No,
email it
you-
because none of us email. We're against that. I messaged it to you.
We could text. Well, I could
Because
text you. I
Miranda,
couldn't text
that's
Kristen.
a good code word.
Yeah, it
So
wasn't.
can we talk for just a minute? And I know
Whatever you
neither
want.
of you have seen this, but
We've been
I
talking
watched,
for 41. Let's keep
I
going.
watched the first 40 minutes tonight of the new
Of?
season of AU Big Brother. And let me tell you, it is an absolute horror show. It
In the
is-
best way.
in absolutely the best
Okay.
way possible. It is exploitative. It is, I mean, they have 15 of the hottest people you've ever seen in your life, diverse as all get out, and they're all models, it looks like, and they're all single. They had to be to get on this season. And I've only watched the first 40 minutes, but it's going to be hooked.
So it's more,
and
it's
it's
Like
just
Love
it's,
Island.
it
I was
is
gonna say,
kind
it's
of
like the
Love
real
Island
world.
and Big Brother. But what I love about Big Brother in AU, they're like, we're manipulating the game. We're
It's like
manipulating the game, and we
Love
don't care
Island
that you
with
know.
pranks.
yeah. What can we do to mess with them this week?
So, I mean, the first thing they did, they showed up as couples and they made them split. They had to choose who was going to go through the right door and who went through the left door. And the people
Oh,
that went
wow.
through the left door got put on this train, which was like the train to hell for a whole day.
Like the
And-
nether regions.
And what I mean, it was a train car and it was shaking and stuff was falling on them. And they gave them wine that was actually vinegar. And it
What?
was, oh, yeah. And this
For a
one
whole
girl,
day?
this one girl who, I wonder what 10 was, a solid 8 for sure, maybe a 9. And she was angry because she wanted to go through the right door. And the
She
guy
was
wasn't a gentleman. And she was just salty for the whole thing. I'm just telling you, it was the TV so bad that I'm going to watch the whole season. I know I am. Because it's just awful and it's terrible and it appeals to the least common denominator. And I am there for it.
David loves when highly attractive people get treated like shit.
It's astounding how
You're on
but-
him, Jamie.
I
but
love
it's
it.
just
I love
it's
it.
just funny how this goes. And I'm watching this and I was like, I couldn't
Do you
believe how
think
bad
that
it was.
Bowie Jane is ever going to try to do Australia Big Brother?
I don't know because Australia Big Brother, you haven't watched it, right?
No, I've
No,
only
it's
get my
really
report.
like episode 4. They're going to put probably 2 more people into the house. I mean, they just do.
Oh, that's
whatever
right. They
want.
add.
And then like
They
if
do like
somebody
Love Island. It's more like
if-
Love Island.
if somebody production likes gets voted out, they move them to like a special room where they get special powers.
And
for
they
a
get
week,
to
and then
spy
they
on
come back.
everybody and-
Right. I mean, it's like they just totally manipulate the game to pump the ratings and the fan favorites and
But that makes me think that you'd just be so scared to do anything. You should just be like, because my worst nightmare is going to come back to you.
but anyhow, This is how they say, Survivor is this big social experiment, right? How 18 regular people exist together in an island with no food. Well, this is how do 15 highly attractive, every single one of them narcissistic people going to exist in a house together. It's going to be interesting.
Well, and not to paint them all with the same brush like David is. I think some of them are probably smart and some of them maybe not so smart.
Well, no, I'm not saying they're not intelligent. I'm just saying they're all like model caliber people.
That's what I'm saying.
So they have that kind of, I'm
the
hot and I
diversity
know
is
it.
not in the looks. The diversity is in the intelligence and
Right.
social.
The pecking order is blind until they really are forced to.
Maybe that's given them a even playing field, right?
Yeah.
Of people not being able to.
That's true. Could be.
Okay,
Humans
I'm
are
intrigued.
precarious creatures, so.
Yeah, what are you watching this on? Are you watching it on
That's
Paramount?
The SH video, the same.
All right.
feed
Oh,
used for
AU
yeah. Got it.
Australian survivors. So
Okay, yeah. I mean,
So
anyhow.
we've got.
you can message
got-
us. You can email us that for that information.
You can send that email. We have December 11th. This crazy weird Christmas thing starts. I'm assuming that will only last a couple of weeks, and then we got AU Survivor usually starts like February.
No, I think February, March, and it's they announced the format. I forget what it is though.
Yeah, it's like Rebels versus
Titans and Rebels.
Yeah. Interesting. That's I don't know.
But I've heard there's no returning players this year.
Yes, which I know is very exciting for the AU fans because they really love bringing in return players consistently.
Well, yeah, I mean George and what's her name? She's been on 3 times. She's having a baby now. I can't think of
That's
her name.
a lot of times for a show that has so few seasons by comparison to ours.
Yeah, I mean there's only like 9 or something.
I think this will be the 10th or 11th. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But hey, I'm all for it. We all 3 of us love it. And if anybody watching this loves AU
You will love it.
Survivor,
Just trust us, you will love it.
and if you don't know if you're going to love it, but you are curious, please send us a message on our Facebook group. We will help you to figure out how it is you can watch this.
Right.
And
we'll talk to you about it too when your brain is just like, oh my God, I have to talk to somebody about this.
That's what we're here for.
And I want to be clear about something. If you're a true Big Brother fan, if you really love the game and you know the 25 seasons have meant anything to you, don't watch the AU Big Brother because you're gonna be disappointed and you're gonna be angry. I like it because it makes complete mockery.
Okay, but I'm taking what you said and I'm gonna get real honest here. There is not a real Big Brother fan of the last 25 seasons that is not consistently disappointed and angry. It is a toxic relationship to love this show.
Survivor is much the same, is it not?
Yes, it's just when you have a game where you have multiple personalities and you have no control in the story narrative, you're going to get irritated.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's very rare that we get an end game like we did with Taylor last year or the Cookout. I can honestly say that on season 23 with the Cookout, I had not been excited about a season or a finale since like 15?
Yeah.
Whenever Ian won, that was the last one. I was like really
invested. Like you didn't know what the outcome was going to be.
Yeah. So there was a really like long, dead in your soul, thing going on with Big Brother for a while.
Jamie loves herself some Ian though. Still,
I love an underdog. I love an underdog.
45 now. Ian's got to be 45, right?
No, he's young. He's much younger than me. Much younger than me.
Maybe getting to mid-30.
He started watching Big Brother when he
early
was
30s.
Okay, he started watching Big Brother when he was in grade school because it helped comfort him after what happened with 9/11. That was his how I turned on to Big Brother
So yeah,
story.
probably like 30,
Yeah.
or mid, yeah, those 30s.
He's a little young filler, but listen, I love an underdog.
But he's
That's how it is.
so cute.
I love somebody who.
He is 32. He was born in
There you go.
1991 on March 19th.
There
So
you go.
so here I am. I like the wackadoodles, and you like the nerdy.
Oh, I love the wackadoodles too. Don't get me wrong. A lot of times the underdog
Oh,
and the
Lisa Farrell.
wackadoodle.
The underdog and the wackadoodle are sometimes the same
Yeah,
person.
they're the same guy.
So I pulled up a thing on the reindeer games. It
Yes.
says a 2-week event.
All
The
right.
2-week event is a massive departure from regular installments with no host,
Julie
no
wants
live
Christmas
feeds,
break.
no live feeds, and no house guests. So it's really just going to be like Big Brother reunion, Big Brother players reunion, competing against each other for prizes.
Okay,
That's
well then
fine.
we're gonna podcast to hate it.
Yeah,
That's
but it
what
might
we're
be
Fun.
gonna
You won't hate it. It'll be great to see who wins things just on a pure, like Tyler will come on their watch and do some, you know what I mean? Some of those comp
So
shit.
can we do this then? This is what I want going in. Since it's a 2-week, it's completely different. We're not going to do, because listen, it is the Christmas time. We should have Christmas spirit, but no, we all know it's more fun. Like the Grinch is a little more fun. So instead of picking a winner's pick, let's pick the person we don't want to win. Who's the
Ooh,
one person
the
you don't
person
want
that
to
we
see at
want
the
to
end?
give Cole
We
to,
did
right?
that this
Yes,
year, and
yes.
we did that this year, and I picked Luke.
Who's not getting any presents?
Okay.
Yeah, well, you did that this year, David. We did not. We
I
just
hated Luke. I gotta say, I hated Luke before it was cool.
you
You
did.
did. That's true.
And
I
and
even created
also
this hashtag.
major props to Mr. Corey because the Luke exit, it turns out, rested
Was
largely
all on him. Yeah.
largely on Corey saying this ain't
Yeah.
gonna fly. So
Saving us from him. Thanks,
Yeah.
Corey.
because you want to know
Um,
what this is what we're talking about. It's one thing to not be racist. It's better to be anti-racism.
Right.
fair.
Exactly.
I think that's exactly right, Jim.
And this entire winter thing for installment that they're going to do this game is because of the SAG strike, which, by the way, they have a tentative agreement. So, yay for that. 111 days, I think I read. So, what do you guys think? Will that then? Because we've been getting a lot of reality TV
Yeah,
with this.
yeah,
You
right.
think how long do you think that will take them to get up and running again? So that because thank God CBS has good reality shows. Amazing Race has been very good this year as well.
Yes.
But some
I've
of
not
this
watched
network,
it. I
some
have
of the
every
other-
episode recorded.
Yeah, jump into it. It's been great. It's been good.
it's pretty good. Oh gosh, the father-son duo.
Have they
Oh, I
have
love
they,
them.
I love them.
have
Yeah.
they sang the Donald Where's My Trousers song?
No. But that's a banger right there.
Okay. Here's the thing. How many weeks has it been on?
It started the same night as Survivor.
Yeah, 4 or
So
5.
4 weeks, 5 weeks.
No,
Five.
well,
How
we've
many-
had 7 episodes of Survivor. That was episode
So
7.
7 episodes of Amazing Race.
Yeah.
How many have been non-elimination? If it's more than 2, I'm not watching the show.
I think it's just the one.
No, they're not doing them this season, they said.
Okay, good.
Okay, none. Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
They
sounds
had
good.
one where they were keeping racing. The pit stop was
That's-
just
That's
Okay,
I'm
that's
not-
fair. That's not a non-elimination.
no, right.
No,
It's
you'll
not
be
like they didn't
okay.
get to rest. It's like you're still running.
I just love the fact that like airlines and stuff is involved again because
Yes.
that's
yes.
half of the
No, it's been
seriously
a
the
much
chaos.
And I've
Great.
never in fairness, I've criticized the show a lot, but I've never seen a real season of it because
Yeah.
I saw the COVID seasons.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you
Okay,
should go and
so
watch it.
who
It's
do-
been pretty good.
Who do I like and who do I hate?
Oh, there's a father and son that they're so great.
They're great. They're phenomenal. The 2 brothers are all right too.
Which ones?
I can't remember. Anybody.
John and his brother or the 2 military brothers?
No. The other one.
Okay, because I'm like,
No, not those. Not those fillers.
it's just wow. Okay. But then there's other channels. So CBS has got their good shows, but the other channels are just filling them with the most ridiculous game shows I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Every classic game show's come back. There has been a ridiculous amount of just, I don't even know. And actors or people that probably are missing a paycheck going on there like, I'll host a game show. I just, whatever.
Jamie,
I
have you
love on
seen
the
any-
talk show circuits that we've got the like the directors of films and stuff are now the ones doing the press because
As they
of
should.
right. So
As they should.
I kind of like it. I want to see some more of that. That needs to stick.
Yeah.
Something should happen more down the line.
It
Yeah, I
really
like to
depends
see
on
the
the
process a
director,
little more.
frankly.
What?
Well, that's true, but I'm going to tell you, like, I could watch like Judd Apatow do an interview every day and be happy about it. So
I think the director's point of view is really important because then it really does tell you whether you're gonna like the movie. You might like an actor, but how many times have you watched a movie because it's got an actor in it that you really like and you've liked him in every single thing you've seen him in, and then you watch it and you go,
you're like,
"What was this crap?
yeah,
This is not." They
And then
couldn't
you
even
feel
save it.
like really kind of guilty, or like I feel like I should like it because
Yeah.
it's so and
Yeah,
so,
but-
but like I kind of don't.
But if
So
it's
if I
like,
could hear what the
if it's
director
like
said
freaking
about
Woody
it,
Allen, I'm not interested.
oh yeah, no, sorry,
Yeah, nobody should be.
no, not.
It's all right. It's okay. You don't have to be. It's fine.
No,
No,
unless you're,
that'll
unless you're
never-
related to him and a female, then he's probably dating you.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true. Could be.
Ugh, anyway,
That's
so
half
yeah,
of it.
I guess that's it.
Yeah,
what else?
we got the show. We got the show in December coming in.
Have
Yeah,
you
I'm
heard?
always
Have you heard the rumors about the spring show?
Are
I'm
there?
hearing rumors about a spring Big Brother.
Well, they were probably
and it could either be celebrity or
like
All-Star.
Legends.
Right.
because I think they're at that point where they were
They don't have the
having to
content.
scramble
They
to,
don't.
to plan out as the strike went on, right? They had to plan out. So will they be able to end the strike and get back to work enough that they don't have to do that one, or will they?
Maybe, but we've also got Traders. We've got a new season of Traders coming up, and some of the people that are in this, I am really like, okay, I am all for
Did
it.
you guys like Traders? I thought Traders was awful.
I don't have
I
Paramount,
liked it.
so I've not watched. Or
I
sorry,
liked it. It's not
Peacock.
the same. It's not the same format that I would normally watch or like. I like that it was a little bit different. But I really just watched it because of who was in the game.
Yeah,
But as much as I was like curious by who was playing this last season, I am 10 times more invested by who's going in this upcoming season. We've got a lot of BB alumni and Survivor, and
Christy
Nice.
just had a flash sideways.
hey,
Something. Let me tell you who wins this next season.
I'm back. I'm back from the future.
I'm back.
Let me tell you who wins.
I have an almanac here, and I can tell you.
You need to worry about your kids.
Your reality,
Yes, oh my gosh.
reality show.
What happened to him? All right, well,
All right, we have no email. I looked.
No
There's
email.
no
Not a
email.
shocker.
I read
that's
the
all
email.
right, you guys. Maybe you guys don't know how to read and write. I don't know. Wait, I
It's
didn't say
fine.
that.
We
That's
still
fine.
appreciate you.
Maybe we have all like Generation Z people. They don't email. They don't even look
Email
at
is
their
like,
Well, they don't
Yeah.
punctuate, but yeah.
yeah. Who needs
All right, guys.
punctuation?
Good season. I'm the winner. We've
You
all said
are.
it.
You are.
The most important thing, though, I'm just going to say
We are
this
not
before we sign out, is the most important thing, and I think it might have been a bet that was forgotten.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is that David did not win 3 years in a row because last year he said, if I win 3, I get that hat.
Oh my God, he did say that.
Because you didn't win. Yes. Because I really like this hat.
Wow. All right. Well,
It is.
you denied the hat. You start over from scratch. You'll have to win next
The
year.
worst part is I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to go back to.
I
the
think there might have been some drinks and there was
So-
probably a cruise
So what? So then,
involved.
if you had one and she just pops it in the mail and sends it off to you, you'd open it up and go,
You wouldn't
"What's
even know.
this?
You
Why
would,
would
what
you
the hell?
just send me that?
Why is she
What is
sending me a dirty
What is she trying to say by giving me this hat?
Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, everybody
Excellent.
take care. We'll see you in a couple weeks. And yeah, take care of yourselves.
Have a great Thanksgiving. Eat lots of food and take naps.
Yeah.
And soon we're going to be playing reindeer games, apparently.
Yeah. And be careful. COVID's on the surge, guys.
It's all over the place, everyone, for now.
And just remember, Cameron sucks.
He does.
Amen.
Bye, guys.